Good morning, everybody, on this Saturday. Hope your day's off to a great start. We are looking outside over the city of Atlanta, where it is just a beautiful start to this day. Megan Packer here with First Alert Meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi. Thanks for joining us for Atlanta News First Plus. Courtney, boy, what a start to this day.
Man.
It was chilly to start the day. It has been bitterly cold the past few days.
Oh, my goodness.
But you're tracking some nice changes for us.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, it was still cold this morning. Not quite as cold as it has been. But yeah, the weekend as a whole looks beautiful. And believe it or not, we have temperatures close to 80 degrees on the 7-day. So
it's hard to believe that after how cold it was the past 2 days.
Yeah, we're going to go through quite a few seasons over a week. So we'll have all those details. And of course, talk about when rain could return, some much needed rain. That's coming up in just a couple of minutes.
All right. Yeah, we do need that rain. So we will look forward to your forecast in just a minute. But we do want to get you caught up on some of the morning headlines. If you joined us earlier this morning for Atlanta News First Saturday morning, you saw that our crew was out at the Battery Atlanta for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. We are an official media sponsor of this event. This is a really special event that brings people together who are affected in all kinds of ways, whether they have been diagnosed with dementia, perhaps they've lost a loved one, or if they just want to be an advocate. So they were out there bright and early in the cold temperatures to walk to end Alzheimer's. This is all to raise money to further the care, support, and research effort. More than 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's disease. I looked up some other information from the Alzheimer's Association. They say that between the years 2000 and 2019, deaths from Alzheimer's have more than doubled, and that this is something that kills more than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined. So stop and think about that for a minute. And our very own Atlanta News First anchor Brooks Baptiste was out there. He served as the MC, and this is something that has personally impacted him. Take a listen to what Brooks told us.
I'm here today for my grandfather. My grandfather who passed some years ago from Alzheimer's. I remember the days where he was fading away and how hard it was for our family, how hard it was for my grandmother to see that, and how hard it was for me too. So today I'm here in hope, like so many others, like thousands of people, just trying to put an end to this awful disease.
And people were out there again. It was cold, but that did not stop them from coming out there for this event. They had their goal of what they wanted to raise, and we've got our crew out there. So look for Bridget Spencer's report tonight on Atlanta News First. An update on inmates who have been on the run for weeks now in Georgia. This morning, local, state, and federal law enforcement officers continue their search for 2 of the 4 men who managed to get out of the Bibb County Jail last month. U.S. Marshals found one of them, though, yesterday, hiding in a Buckhead high-rise 19 days after he broke out of the detention center in Macon. 25-year-old Mark Anderson was alone, according to police, and they think that the apartment he was in may be an Airbnb. But U.S. Marshals who found him do not believe that he is connected to the tenant. This is unnerving for people who live in that area. You can imagine how they felt upon learning that one of these escaped inmates was in a Buckhead high-rise apartment complex. Again, the search is still on for 2 of the 4 men who have been on the run for weeks now, and there is a reward on the table for information that helps police find them down, track them down, and arrest them. There could be progress made in the actors' strike that has brought Georgia's film industry to a halt now for months. We are learning, according to the Hollywood Reporter, that the SAG-AFTRA negotiating committee says it will meet today to review the latest offer Hollywood studios made last night. Details of the offer were not revealed, but representatives from the studios say yesterday's meeting seemed to go well. The 2 sides plan to meet again today. Actors have been on strike now since mid-July, and it's got not only the entire film industry at a standstill right now, but of course Georgia's film industry. The writers were on strike. They have since resolved their strike, so the actors continue to be on strike now. So we are waiting and watching to see what happens with those negotiations as they continue. Well, let's see. We've got Halloween is behind us, but we do want to let you know that Santa Claus is coming to town. If you just can't wait for the Christmas season, let me see. I've got some details about Bass Pro Shops hosting a free outdoor tailgate with Santa today. Starting tomorrow, you can sign up to get the kids to get their picture with Santa. That will include a free 4x6 print. There are games and crafts in Santa's Wonderland. They'll have a mailbox out there for the kids to write their letters to Santa and mail it off. So, Courtney, I'll tell you, we just had Halloween,
Right.
But the decorations are already going up. The music is playing in the stores, and now you can go out and get ready to meet with Santa.
Oh my
We're just,
goodness.
fast forwarding time here.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, it just seems like that kind of stuff comes out earlier and earlier and earlier. Starbucks already has their
Yep.
Christmas flavored coffee out and everything. So, I mean, I guess people just want the holiday cheer.
They're
early,
ready for it.
you
They're
know?
ready for it.
All good.
And ready for the time change. Let's not forget to spring.
Ooh, fall back.
Fall back.
Yep,
Yes,
yep.
we gain an hour tonight.
That's right. We get an extra hour of sleep, and it's going to feel like fall. I know it probably felt a little more like Christmas time the past couple of days, but we're going to start to transition in the weather department as well. So,
All right, let's take another peek outside
That's
as we
right.
bring in this forecast. I think this is something that pretty much everybody wants to hear,
That's
unless you
right.
love the bitterly cold temperatures.
Right, which some people do, but I think the vast majority of us are more so in the I like fall realm, right? It's really going to be a beautiful week ahead of us. So as we go through the week, temperatures are going to gradually warm day by day by day. So get ready for some upper 70s, near 80 degrees as we head towards the end of the week. It's really just going to be wonderful. So after mornings in the 20s, we have many different days ahead of us. I am First Alert Meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi. Gone are the freezing mornings as we head through the next few days. And again, we're going to talk about a warm up. We'll take you outside first, though. We have lots of sunshine that is going to continue through the day today. As we go through the day, it'll be just mostly sunny and temperatures will warm very quickly through the afternoon. Do want to talk about high fire danger that is in place today as well, especially if you're north and east of the city. What does this mean? Why do we have this in place? Essentially, our humidity is going to be really low, which feels comfortable on our skin, but you pair that with how dry we've been. We also are going to have a light wind. You put all those things together, and that creates high fire danger. So whether you live in Floyd and Chattooga County, if you're maybe living or vacationing up in the mountains today, or you live over in Athens, I know obviously there's a UGA game, so I know a lot of people probably going to try to grill and everything. We just kind of encourage you not to have any kind of open flame, no roasting marshmallows, all the s'mores. I know that's probably the weather has been kind of cooperative to want to do that, but any kind of spark ember that falls out of those fires can create a bigger problem. So we just kind of encourage you not to do that today. If you do, you just need to be extremely careful and have everything you need on standby to make sure that if it does manage to make it out of your little fire pit that you're using or your grill, that you can put that out quickly because the fire danger conditions are high today. We have an area of high pressure to our north, and that is creating a little bit of a wedge for us. And essentially what that means is if you live north of Atlanta, you are experiencing a much colder morning out there. We had some spots in the 20s this morning, like Blairsville. So you're warming up nicely now, but it's a little cooler if you're north of the city. And overall, that's going to be the case today. If you're north of the city, you'll top out more so in the low to mid 60s today. The sun is really going to put in some work today. We're going to warm very nicely. After a morning in the 30s in a lot of spots, we're going to top out in the low 70s today. So if you are headed to Athens, they play Mizzou at 3:30. It's going to be a great day for some college football out in Athens. Really, I mean, you can't ask for better football weather with sunshine, low humidity, a light breeze, and low 70s. Come on, perfect. That is football weather at its finest. Highs today, area-wide, upper 60s to low 70s. Again, maybe some low 60s north of the city. Don't forget to turn those clocks back. That's what Megan was saying. You get that extra hour of sleep tonight. The sun's going to set tomorrow at 5:42. So tonight it'll set just before 7, but tomorrow just before 6 with that time change. Sunrise tomorrow around 7 a.m. So the days are getting shorter until we head closer to December when we have the winter solstice, and then we'll get the days to go longer after that as we head closer to the spring equinox. So the shorter days are coming, the longer nights, but overall a beautiful weekend. That's really what we can look forward to. Low 70s and sunshine, a cool morning on the way tomorrow. A lot of us will be in the low 40s to send you out the door tomorrow morning if you're up early around sunrise. Some spots might drop into the upper 30s, but a lot of us will be in the 40s tomorrow morning. Now through the week, we are going to have a ridge of high pressure build in our mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. That's going to create a warming trend for us. Our wind will start to kind of shift out of the south. That that will also pull in some warmer air, also a little more moisture. Not that our humidity is going to be high, but that'll at least prevent our fire danger from being high, and that will allow our temperatures to climb very quickly. We'll be in the upper 70s by Tuesday, and then we'll be near 80 Wednesday and Thursday ahead of a cold front that should push through on Friday. Now, models have been struggling with the timing of this front, and that's typical when you're this far out, but right now it looks like Friday. 73 would be the temperature for Atlanta. If you're south of the city, because of the timing of that front, you're going to end up a little bit warmer than the rest of us. So if you're north of the city, you'll be generally in the low 70s, Atlanta, the low 70s, and then if you're south of the city, you'll probably be in the mid to upper 70s still because that cooler air just won't spill in just yet. Now, when it comes to the rain, we need it. Here's a look at our drought monitor. This updates once a week, so this isn't necessarily something that updated today. We'll get another update next week in the middle of the week, but an extreme drought for parts of northwest Georgia from Floyd and Chattooga counties into northern Cherokee County, including Pickens County, parts of Fannin County. We have a moderate drought for a lot of metro points northward, so points north, and even a severe drought for a handful of counties, including Bartow, Towns, Union, parts of, it looks like White County, Lumpkin County. So we need the rain. We're in about a 7-inch deficit for the year so far. I didn't look today at the last time we picked up measurable rainfall, but it's been a while. So I think one of the last times we picked up rain, it was like 1/100th of an inch. It wasn't anything spectacular at all. So we need it. And we do have a shot at rain as we head towards the end of the week. So we'll stay dry and again very warm through mid to late week. And then here comes a cold front that'll bring snow to parts of the Rockies, parts of the Great Lakes region. For us, it could just bring us some rain Friday night, starting Friday late afternoon into the evening. Here's Friday at 4 o'clock. That front moves in. Rain possible, but light rain kind of at best. It doesn't look like it's going to be a really significant amount of rain for us, but we'll take anything because, again, we're in about a 7-inch deficit for rain for the year. So we will take anything we can get. I'm keeping the rain chance small right now because the model I showed you is the GFS model. That's one of our longer range models we look at. The other longer range model, the European model, just one of them showing really no rain for us along that front. So we're going to keep the rain chance small for now, but we'll fine tune that through the week and hope we can kind of increase that coverage so we can pick up some more rain. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Beautiful over the next couple of days. The weekend is just stunning. Get out and enjoy it. Low 70s both days, cool mornings. We'll bump into the mid 70s Monday. You'll still need the jacket for the morning because it still will be chilly. And then we will introduce that rain chance on Friday after a day almost in the 80s. I think last Wednesday we were only in like the 50s for highs, and then we're going to be near 80 degrees. Welcome to Georgia in the fall time, everybody. A little bit of a roller coaster this time of year. All right, well, I hope you enjoy the weekend. It's going to be a beautiful one. And thanks so much, as always, for spending some time with us. I hope you make it a great day.